excited today.
Well, local people have raised thousands for the unit, including Scott and Janine Myers. No, don't you stop him. You say it in there, go on.
Good morning, everybody.
There we go. Thomas is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. The reason being, he was born 3 years ago at just 27 weeks, and he weighed just £1 and 11 ounces. And now you look massive. Hello. Mum and Dad are in here now. Scott, first things first, tell us the story. On to that green mat, there you go. Tell us the story of how you heard that Thomas was on his way.
Well, Janine woke up on one Monday morning and all her face were all puffed up. And I went to work as normal. She went up to her mum's and her mum realised something was wrong, took her to hospital. They diagnosed her with a condition called preeclampsia, which is a silent killer for mothers, which we didn't know anything about. The only way to cure it is to deliver the baby, and it's whether the baby survives or not. Yeah. But the main thing is Janine surviving. So 4 days later, which was on the Thursday, we had a scan, and Thomas was 27 weeks, but he was showing the size of 25 weeks. So we had another meeting with the doctors, and the doctor said they've got to deliver the baby tonight. So within 2 hours, Thomas was born. He was actually born on my birthday as well, which was a nice surprise. Yeah. Unfortunately, both survived. Yeah. And then we spent 3 days in Barnsley Hospital, and then Thomas was rushed to Hull for more severe treatment because he had brain bleed and everything else. Lots of things wrong with him.
And how are you coping with this, Ginny? I mean, it must have been terrifying.
It were at the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
We didn't know if Thomas was going to survive, if I was going to survive. It was just a massive big shock. I got taken into hospital. They said I got preeclampsia. They were injecting me with steroids, and they still didn't know if Thomas was going to survive. Only way to survive me was to get Thomas out of me as quick as possible. So I'm like, really, what is going to happen? Nobody knew. And then they said to me on the Thursday, at 10 to 7, you will be having the baby by C-section emergency. And I still didn't know what was going to happen. My head was like, whoa.
And he was tiny, wasn't he? £1 11 ounces. I'm just thinking,
that's the sort of size that it would be.
You're joking? That's how big he was. I mean, he was.
And that's his baby grow, and that was too big for him.
No way. Did you used to fit in that?
Yeah.
You put some weight on. And yeah, look at that. And so tell us why you then got involved with fundraising for the neonatal unit.
Well, we heard about the Tiny Arts appeal, which was quite early at the time. I think it was only about 6 months into the appeal in it. They'd raised less than £100,000 then, and they needed to raise £1 million, which were miles away. So when we got home and got settled, we decided to do something. So we did a fundraising evening. We had Thomas's christening on the afternoon, and then we had a fundraising evening. The Barnsley football manager come at the time to do the raffle. We had a live band, loads and loads of support from local companies and everything, and people were just throwing money at it, and we raised £5,000 nearly for it.
Unbelievable. And what's it going to mean today, Janine, when to see that open?
No, it'd be fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Everybody has worked so hard to get this up and running, really have worked the socks off to get what we've got today. And the nurses have just been fantastic. Everybody what supported it has been fantastic. Like, there's been loads of fundraising to do with the game.
I spoke to him, nearly 700 grand. I mean,
I know, that's fantastic, isn't it?
Amazing. And just the fact that people have got this in Barnsley and surrounding areas without having to travel to Hull, I mean, that must have been such a pain. Whilst everything else was a problem anyway. I said earlier on to Richard, we had 2 babies, I mean, they were both overdue, but, relatively easy going, and even that stressful.
Yeah.
So when you have something that adds the stress to that, it must have been appalling for you.
When we had Thomas, and he was in Barnsley for 3 days, he was really, really poorly, and they said, we're going to have to get you somewhere else. So it came up as Manchester, Hull,
Leeds, Sheffield. They just kept moving further and further away till they found somewhere for him to stay. But time was ticking, and also you have to they have special ambulances called Embrace, they have to book one of those as well, so it's like sort of getting one of those coordinated. And to move the baby such as Thomas, it took 2 hours to move him from his incubator into the travel incubator, to stabilise him, to move to Hull, and then the same again in reverse to move him again, because he got that many wires connected to him and heart monitors and everything.
And how is he now? I mean, I can see he's a live weight.
Oh, yeah, he's a live weight. He's still very chesty. We've got to be careful with the weather.
Yeah.
It's not long ago since he was in hospital because his breathing weren't very good. So he's still got chronic lungs.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he will grow out of that.
Yeah.
But, again, we don't know. It's just see what happens. Time will tell.
Put that red microphone up there. There we go. And say, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
And my name's Thomas.
My name's Thomas. What's this?
That's a microphone. I say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.